I really want Spence just to show and shut everybody up and see what they're going to say after that. Because I know it's going to be a lot of excuses and bandwagon shipping. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild.
Terence Crawford, wait till he get a belt. Yeah. He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today. When he get a belt, you want to go over there. Keith Thurman want to go over there, and now y'all want to say, "Oh, I ain't fought nobody," but I got a belt now, so okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
If I was a fighter, I'd want to be a champion. Yeah. If I'm doing this, I want to be the best. So the best guy go on the road. But Errol, what would it take to sell out Cowboy Stadium, 120,000 fans in the arena?
So now
Sean Porter got a belt.
Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and you knock Sean Porter out? Go to easy road and you knock Sean Porter out. Go to easy road and you knock Sean Porter out. That's little man right there. This little man right there. You know what I'm saying?
Terrence, will you guys have a fight?
Yeah, we'll fight. You're too small.
I'm the smallest guy though. At welterweight, they say. But I can't understand, how this small guy just, taking over. They can say I'm not taking over, but everybody know it. Everybody know. When you fight Terence Crawford, you got your hands full. It's just simple.
Earl, you know how much I weigh. Fat, nigga, that's what you is.
I'm not fat.
Fat.
I'm not fat, Boston.
That's fat.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Grab it again, son. Grab it again.
Shit. My thing is, when it come down to it, we in the same division. It's business. He think he number one. I feel I'm number one, and that's where the friction becomes a issue. Somebody got to be number one. We both can't be claiming to be the best in the division if we ain't fought each other.
Wait till I hit you.
Sorry.
You gonna look like Benavidez. You.
Yeah, one leg.
You gonna look like
one leg. Yeah, one leg.
I'm gonna make you do the stanky leg.
What you want to bet on that?
What you want to bet on?
You can bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
So that's where I'll leave it at. I've been calling all of them out since I was at 140. I come up to the 147 division and everybody say get a belt. I get a belt. Then everybody having excuses. Then the fans run with it. Oh, he's on the other side of the street. I have never heard that ever in my life until now. You never hear that with nobody else but Terence Crawford.
And Terence Crawford is correct. Do you know before Errol Spence, saying somebody is across the street has never been uttered or said in the history of boxing until Errol Spence Jr. Did you guys know that? Nobody in the history of boxing has ever said what Errol Spence just said. Do you know what that means? This man just created his own duck slogan. Yeah. He just created his own duck slogan. And I'm going to tell you something worse than that. Terence Crawford just didn't get to be across the street when he got a belt. Meaning, when you asked him to go get a belt, he was across the street.
They made up a whole street divided boxing with Terence Crawford and everybody else. When that ever happened?
So why would you ask somebody to go get a belt if you couldn't make the fight happen no way because they're across the street? So that means you knew from Jump Street you was never going to fight this guy. Because I don't know why you would send somebody to go get a belt that's across the street because it didn't make a difference any damn way.
All they had to do is just say, we weren't going to fight you.
Now we're fin to expose why ultimately that across the street BS was complete garbage and was complete lies.
Hello?
We're going to debunk this.
Hey, I need to talk to EJ
Man
Promote.
himself.
Oh, this EJ? I'm my own promoter. We do this man down promotion, man.
EJ, I gotta ask.
The moral of the story is streets don't matter when you are your own promoter. Because evidently the hold up is, Bob Arum and Heyman can't do business. Bob is too greedy, this, that, and the third. And, and to a certain degree, they are correct. But one thing that you cannot say, you cannot talk about how somebody is across the street, but you are your own promoter. That cancels each other out. That renders your excuse for not fighting totally obsolete.
Promotion, man.
Because
EJ, I gotta ask you a question. No.
are your own.
How much is the change?
Also, side note, this was also the day that Errol Spence Jr. stopped calling himself the Boogeyman. Don't tell me you guys forgot about that. Yes, prior to this run-in, Errol Spence was claiming he was the Boogeyman of the division and everybody was avoiding him. Okay? And as Terence Crawford stated, you can't be the Boogeyman if I am chasing you. After this, Errol Spence never called himself the Boogeyman again.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt. So why am I go to easy road and knock Sean Porter out?